G'day guys, Luke here from Tech Blokes, and today we are checking out the AirPod Pros. Now these just seem to drop out of nowhere. It was kind of like this silent announcement from Apple, and it's a pretty significant product, so I'm pretty keen to check it out. I'm a big fan of the original AirPods. I use those most days. Look, they're not the greatest pair of headphones, but they are very convenient. I find they're really great for calls and when you're on the go, and it's just so easy to carry them in your backpack or your pocket. So we've got the brand new AirPods. These are super expensive here in Australia. You're looking at $3.99 Australian dollars, and for $3.99 you can get some pretty amazing noise cancelling headphones. So I personally have the QC35s. They are my go-to headphones for travel, for flying, and it's going to be hard to compare them against the AirPod Pros, but we're going to check it out in this video and have a listen to the sound quality and the noise cancelling and see what we think. So let's unbox these and check it out. So first thing you'll notice is we've got this new fancy way to unbox, which is cool, which makes it easy for me because I didn't have a knife handy to do the unboxing. Let's pop that aside. So inside the box we have all the normal paperwork. Let's see if we've got the Apple sticker. Oh, no we don't. Okay, might be in there somewhere. That's okay, we'll pop that aside for a sec. So we've got the AirPods themselves. You can tell, compared to the original AirPod case, they are a bit shorter and a bit fatter, but if you kind of turn that on the side, similar in size. So weight-wise, they're pretty similar actually in comparison to the original AirPods. This is not the wireless charging case, this is just the original ones. But yeah, pretty good. So we just have the standard lightning connector, and unfortunately, in the box we don't actually get a charging brick. You would think for a high price of $3.99 that we would get some kind of fast charger, but that's okay. I actually find the original AirPods charge really quickly, so even with the 5-watt charger, so that's cool. So there's the case itself. On the bottom we have the lightning connector. On the back there we have the pairing button. Now what's really cool is this will pair with any device. So you can pair it with an Android phone, you can pair it with your PC, and you can take calls and you can listen to audio even on your PC. So opening them up, we've got obviously the headphones themselves, and in comparison they are definitely a bit shorter and a bit fatter. The air grills are different, so you can see we've got a much bigger air grill on this one. We've got a silicone tip, which I'm excited about because that means you get a much tighter fit inside your ear compared to the previous version. Moving around the device, the stem is now pressure sensitive, which is really cool. You can actually adjust the noise cancelling just by pressing and holding on the stem of the AirPod itself. Okay, and we've got another vent at the bottom there. We've got some serials, etc. on the bottom, and everything else is pretty much the same. The actual sound hole is a little bit bigger on the original AirPod, and yeah, other than that, it's slightly bigger in this section here, so hopefully that might mean a tighter fit inside my ear. All right, so let's see what else we get in the box. So if we lift this up, all right, so we get some silicone tips. So I'm pretty sure the medium-sized ones that come with it will fit my ears perfectly. That seems to be the case with most headphones, but Apple does provide some additional ones. So if you know that you need a smaller one, they've got that in the box, and they've got a larger one there as well. So we'll pop those aside. We get the standard USB Type-C to Lightning cable. So if you've just picked up a new iPhone 11 Pro, you can plug this straight into the 18-watt fast charger that you get with that. But unfortunately, like I mentioned, you don't get any kind of power brick with these particular AirPod Pros. So that's it. That's all there is in the box. There's nothing else. So the next thing that we want to do is obviously pair the AirPod Pros and check out the setup process. It's very simple. So guys, I've got my iPhone 7 here. Now, just a quick side note, you will actually have to be on iOS 13.2. It's a pretty big update from something like iOS 11 or iOS 12, and it took about an hour to download and install on my iPhone 7. So once you have downloaded that update and the device is rebooted, all you'll need to do is just open up the new AirPods, sit it beside the device, and you're gonna get this welcome screen. Now, just hit connect, and it's gonna walk you through the actual setup process. All right, so it's got noise control. It's talking about the actual controls and how to skip songs and that type of thing. It's got the squeeze functionality that it's talking about here. And it's got control center where you can adjust various settings inside there. You can adjust the noise cancelling, which is really cool. I'm glad that they've added that inside there. You can also set up Hey Siri. So if you want to actually, like, say, you know, make a call or change the volume or skip a song, you can use voice control to do that. Personally, I've never done that. I've always just had the phone sitting beside me, so it makes more sense to do that. So we'll go not now. I've got obviously all of the battery, which we had with all of our previous AirPods. So we'll hit done. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna put the AirPods in. Okay, first of all, I can tell you they've connected, but the actual silicone tip for my ear in the medium is a little bit too loose. So I'm just gonna try the smaller version. This might be the same for you. So it's a matter of just pulling that off. They come off very simply. All right, guys, just quickly, I've just taken the ear tip off. It's a little bit different to what we'd normally have with other wireless earbuds, where they'd have a piece that protrudes and then the silicone tip would go over the top. These are actually like clipped in, so you have to use a bit of force to get them off. So I'm gonna grab one of the smaller ear tips here. So I've got the two versions. I've got the small and the large. I'm gonna grab the smaller one and we'll clip that on. Okay, so you can see where it's pushed in there. So I'll try that in my ear. Great, so definitely a much better fit for me. Okay guys, I've just put them in and the noise cancelling is just turned on, and it's actually blocked out a lot of noise. Like, I could hear my computer buzzing over here, I could hear some outside noise, and now when I talk, I can hear as myself talking, so that's really cool. All right, let's jump in and play some tunes. And I'm just gonna try a variety of music. I like a bit of rock, I like a bit of punk, I like all kinds of music. So let's just try out some new Ed Sheeran. Alright guys, so first song was Beautiful People by Ed Sheeran and Khalid, and wow, that sounds unbelievable. These sound so good. I'm literally blown away. I was not expecting them to sound so good. The bass is really, really tight and the seal is exceptional. Just gonna listen to a new album by Airborne. There's a great song, number 3 here. This is hard rock. Alright guys, just had to listen to a bit of Airborne, which is kind of hard rock and guitars. Now, I only had the volume not even all the way to the top. Literally, I had it to just like 2 or 3 below the top. And that's as loud as I can go. It actually is so loud compared to the original AirPods. So just be aware that if you have them in, it is a much tighter seal and the volume is much louder. What I can tell you is they sound phenomenal. I honestly was not not expecting to rate them so highly, but after wearing them now for a couple of minutes and listening to a variety of songs, they are really good. Alrighty guys, so to change the actual noise cancelling on these AirPods, what you want to do is get up your control center and just force touch, and then you'll get to these options here. So you can have noise cancelling full, you can have it off, or you can have transparency. So transparency is probably going to be a little bit better if you're in the office. Just turning that on now, I can hear all of the noise around me. When I turn it off completely, it's just kind of in the middle, and noise cancelling obviously blocks out all that noise in the background. So guys, I really like that they've got 3 different features. I haven't ever seen anything quite like this before. I've got a set of active noise cancelling headphones that has the ability to push a button and you can hear outside noise for a minute or 2. But the fact that Apple has given us these 3 options is really good. So guys, what do you think? Are you a fan of the new AirPod Pros? Do you think you'll pick some up? Let me know your thoughts below. And yeah, like always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.